Hey, Seattle hockey fans. This is your host of Locked On Kraken, Erica L. Ayala. This is just a quick little, maybe roughly 9-minute bonus episode because Ryan Donato has signed with the Seattle Kraken. Look at our ticker below for the most up-to-date signing, which of course is Donato. He signs for 1 year, $1.2 million. I don't like the 1 year. I don't like that it's less than Geeky got, which is 1.4. That's somewhere there on the ticker. But I am glad that Ryan Donato is back. If you heard yesterday's full episode, I was starting to waver. I was starting to lose hope. I was starting to wonder if we were going to see Donnie back, but we did. We're going to talk about it on this episode, this bonus episode of Locked On Kraken. Whoops.
You are Locked On Kraken, your daily podcast on the Seattle Kraken, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
We are the Seattle Kraken.
Hey to the hey, what do you say, Seattle hockey fans? Welcome to another episode of Locked On Kraken. The big news is, of course, that Ryan Donato, our best boy, Ryan Donato, is back with the Seattle Kraken. Like I said, wasn't sure if it was going to happen. We get Ryan Donato, who got career highs in games played at 74, in goals at 16, including the very first Seattle Kraken goal. I enjoyed seeing that on the social meets, all over the place on social media. He also had a career high with 15 assists. Donato's 31 points was sixth best on the team, and 16 goals were fourth most for the Seattle Kraken. I don't know how you don't bring that guy back, but apparently neither did Ron Francis. So we talked about this before. The big thing was that the Seattle Kraken didn't want to go into arbitration with Ryan Donato. I guess they were willing to go into arbitration with Morgan Geeky. It actually never officially reached the arbitration hearing, but they made a deal with Geeky, 1.4 1 year. Ryan Donato, 1 year, 1.2. I think he's worth more than that, but you're hard-pressed to find me speak ill of our boy, Ryan Donato. I like this signing. I know that the fan base likes this signing, so we are just happy. We're happy to have Donnie Boy back. I want to take you over to, this is coming from the Seattle Times, and there's some quotes from Ryan Donato here. He talks first about going or not getting an offer as an RFA. Obviously, it wasn't what I wanted, but I ended up there in Seattle, and I couldn't be happier. He told this, and then he also talks about being caught off guard by not wanting the Seattle Kraken saying they didn't want to go into arbitration. I would be taken off guard too. I don't like how this went down, if I'm being honest. I like the end result, but I don't like how this went down. I see Ryan Donato as more of an asset than Morgan Geeky. And I don't know that it's a huge difference. I think really it comes down to style, if I'm being honest. I like Donnie's style better. Anyway, so Ryan Donato, while all of this was going down, again, he re-signs with the team on July 27th. And so obviously, things have been moving, and we weren't sure if we were going to get Donnie back. And he said he did speak to other teams, just a brief conversations. The Seattle Times reports, quote, "I didn't close my options. I kept my ears open." Smart guy. I always had a special place for Seattle, and that's somewhere I knew that if I had the option, I'd like to be back there 100%. And that's what happened. I love this. I love this for Ryan Donato. For those of you who've listened to the show for a long time, and first of all, thank you for dealing with my shenanigans at times. But I heard from San Jose fans, Minnesota folks, everyone had something to say. Boston, which of course Ryan Donato has a special place. I saw some of the photos of him on the Bruins bench as a young boy. Loved those. But there was a lot of question on whether he was going to come back to this team. And he was able to do it. So I love that. I love that for us. I love that for him. Sorry, I got a little message here. But what I would say to these fans or these podcasters from San Jose, Minnesota, Boston, he being Ryan Donato, loves us more than he loves you. He loves us more than he loves you. And I stand by that. What do I mean by that? Can he be effective? Can he be efficient? Will he produce? He had career high numbers with us. He got us our first goal. He was the spark plug when the wheels were falling off everywhere else. He was the spark plug. He's gone as a healthy scratch on this roster, which I didn't understand. And he still wanted to be back with us. Now, what I hope for Ryan's sake is that we don't take advantage of him. I think he has potential to have another great season, and I want to make sure we're not taking advantage of him. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on how Dave Haxtell and the Seattle Kraken deploy Ryan Donato, because I think he deserves a shot. All right, this is a little bonus episode brought to you by Built Bar. Let me introduce you to our new favorite, the Cookie Dough Chunk Puff. Cookie Dough Chunk Puff has only 160 calories and a whopping 15 grams of protein. Like all Built Bars, the new Cookie Dough Chunk Puff is covered 100% in real chocolate. That means they're healthy and tasty. Chocolate-covered cookie dough with a light, fluffy texture sounds so good. So go to built.com and use promo code LOCKED15, and that will get you 15% off your next order of Built Bars. Again, that's promo code LOCKED15 over at built.com for 15% off your next order of Built Bars. Happy snacking. All right, this bonus episode is all about my boy, Ryan Donato. I love the energy that the fan base has brought to this signing. In Ron we trust, the Ron father. I mean, so many good memes have come out of this signing, and we are happy to have Ryan Donato back. We will be back. Locked on Kraken will be back with a full episode. It's a little bit of a mosh podge of the rest of our conversation with Steve Mayer, and you'll get to hear Allison Lucan talk about John Tortorella to the Philadelphia Flyers. And on tomorrow's episode, I do want to go back to this Dave Haxtell thing and a particular list that has him at top 2, and maybe a list he doesn't want to be top 2 on. That's coming up on tomorrow's episode of Locked on Kraken. Hold fast, stay true. We have Donnie back. I'll see you tomorrow.